Our guest today is a plastic waste management and recycling expert, Eric Ambo. You're welcome.
Thank you, Babla Jonathan.
All right, with you, we're going to be talking about one of the most dangerous threats to the environment: plastic waste. And in Cameroon today, especially in the big cities, there is this problem of indiscriminate waste disposal, and plastic is one of those waste that is disposed just everywhere around and having a serious impact on the environment. What do you think? What's your analysis of the situation of indiscriminate waste of plastic and the impact on the environment?
Babla Jonathan, thank you very much. I want to say that it is a problem not only in Cameroon but in Africa at large, because when the consumers of plastic waste, when they go by, if they are not well sensitized on how to get to return it back and for it to be recycled, now this will make the consumers, they will just deposit the plastic waste just anyhow, and they don't know the danger of this plastic and how dangerous it is to humanity. A plastic bottle, when littered on the environment, it takes close to 450 to 1,000 years for it to decompose, and it's dangerous, very dangerous to human life and on Earth. So I believe that if consumers are well educated and sensitized on how to manage this plastic waste and how to get to return it properly, I believe it's going to go a long way to reduce the amount of plastic waste we have in Cameroon, and why not in Africa.
And the management of plastic waste, away from individuals who throw the plastic waste just everywhere, the management of the waste collection, recycling seems to be very, very poor.
Yeah, certainly it is very, very poor in Cameroon, and why not in Africa at large. Where I'm coming from, in Northern Europe, Estonia, they do manage plastic waste properly, so much so that if a consumer goes and return it to a collection point, he gets a money for returning the plastic waste, and he uses a machine to do that. I believe that it's a very good initiative that if it's being implemented in Cameroon, and a company takes up this initiative in such a way that they go into partnership with these brewery companies that produces water and so on, and there's a machine that is being installed in shops whereby if a consumer buys a plastic water, let's say he buys it for 500 francs, and he pays additional 25 francs on the money that he buys the plastic water, and by the time he goes to a shop where there's a machine, he goes and returns it by himself and take a check from the machine and goes to a shop and buy something. I believe it will encourage consumers to keep the plastic waste, not just throw it on the environment, and it will help to reduce the amount of plastic waste that is being littered on from the environment. So it's an initiative that I came.
Tell us more about that initiative. What should be done in Cameroon to improve on the management of plastic waste and to turn down the toxic consequence on the environment and human life?
First of all, I came to Cameroon. I organized a workshop with the PCC and presented, because I work in a company back there that recycle plastic cans and bottle. In this workshop, I exposed a new method in which plastic can be collected and recycled, and consumers will not, or they will have some money from it. Because nowadays in Africa, in Cameroon, what I understand is that when people collect plastic, they just throw it anyhow, and when they go even to go to and return it, these companies, they pay them little or no money, so they are not encouraged to keep their plastic to go and return it. But the method I came and introduced with the PCC, with the workshop that I held, if you buy a plastic bottle and you go to a shop to return it, you get some money out of it. And how does this happen? The company goes into a partnership with this company that produces soft drink, and the barcode is being made in such a way that if you go to a machine and return your plastic, you get some money out of it. So it's a very good initiative that the PCC have decided that, okay, they are going to take up this and make sure that these machines that are concerned, if you go and return a plastic, you can get some money out of it. I believe this initiative is brought in Cameroon, and consumers are well sensitized on how to manage their plastic waste, plastic bottle, and keep it and go to a shop and return it and get some money out of it, I believe they'll be encouraged, because a consumer will be happy if he goes to a machine to return the plastic bottle and he sees his money. When he returns it, he sees it reaching the 25 francs, he returns and the money doubles, and he gets a check and go by himself into a shop and either use that check to buy food item or go to the counter and collect back his money. I believe the person will be encouraged to keep as many plastic as possible and not dispose it out there in the environment.
And that's as far as management is concerned. Now, when if this happens and the indiscriminate waste or disposal of plastic waste is reduced, now the waste that is brought back to the I don't know, to the company or to the producers should be recycled.
Yeah, it should be recycled. I believe there are companies in Douala here that do recycle plastic bottles. The point is, when these plastic bottles are collected, they are being put into cubes by these companies and it's being sold out of the country. There are companies out there in Europe, in Asia, that transform this plastic bottle into different items.
So the recycling must not necessarily take place here.
Yeah, it must not necessarily take place here. Yeah, it can be exported. There are companies that collect the waste in Douala that they put it into cubes and they either make it into flakes and granite, and it's been exported, or they send it to a company that come out with the whole bottle, or it can be sold outside of the country and the company out there recycle or produces new product from the plastic. Apart from the plastic bottles, we can get this t-shirt that football players put on the field. 7 to 10 plastic bottles come out with a football t-shirt. We have blankets, we have carpet, we have plastic bangles, pens. They do come out from plastic bottle. And apart from that, this plastic bottle, it's very important. We can use it to make different items. Handcraft, you can make a boat, you can make a house, so many things out of plastic. But the problem is, our consumers, Cameroonians, they are not well educated and informed on the importance of plastic, on how to manage plastic bottles and what can come out of it.
But wouldn't it be more profitable in terms of job creation and income generation if there are 1, 2, 3 or more companies doing the recycling here?
Yeah, certainly it will bring a lot of jobs and income generation. And like I said, I know of a company in Douala that collect the plastic, put it in cubes and transform it into, make it into flakes, and come out with plastic bottles that are being blown up into tubes that are being blown up into full whole plastic. But I believe when they do that, they send it to the company that the size of a bottle that the company wishes. I'm sure they have machines that they blow it. But I believe that if like you said, if more than one company is involved in that, if they do set up a company that not only collect the plastic bottles but transform it here in Cameroon and produces other product, I believe it will be a very good initiative. But first thing first, I believe we should have a system whereby consumers should be aware and the plastic bottles are collected and they know that they can go and return it and get money out of it. I believe if this is set up and consumers know that, okay, I can go and return my bottles, I should not expose it or throw it in the environment just anyhow because it's a hazard, it causes harm to the environment. I believe from there, when the companies started growing, they say, okay, rather than us exporting the raw material to other companies that produces the finished good, let us now transform it here. Yeah.
But that would definitely require a lot of sensitization, communication, because it also has to do with change of mindset.
Yeah, change of mindset, and it's really a problem. And I'm very happy with the monitor of PCC, the Right Reverend Funky Somewhere, for accepting this initiative, for opening the doors of the church for me to have this seminar, and they are willing and very eager to partner with my company back there in order to make sure that this comes to reality. Consumers should be aware, because I believe the church have a wide range of population that they can reach to. We have congregations, it is planted everywhere. I believe if the sensitization is taken out there to churches and schools and other areas of the church, I believe the consumers will be aware, and if the company goes operational, it's going to be very important for the church, and why not Cameroon at large.
All right, thank you, Eric Ambu, plastic waste and recycling management expert. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Paula Jonathan. I'm happy to be here.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for staying with us. That's it for today. Coming up from the nation's political camp, the Yaoundé La Presse. So dispute, and after that, EQUINOX. Stay with us.